Monday. It's your boy Jumpman Jones. You're not live inside episode 296 of the Kickin' Shit Podcast.
Almost to 300.
I know. Joining me tonight behind the camera, we got D Chocolate Delight, the woman king. She is the homie. How's it going back there?
Everything's good.
Good. To my right, man, we happy to have him back, man. It is the funny. It is the talented. It is my boy Jails, a.k.a. Jelly. Put him on the bread till he's fed. Young Picasso, your GD super. My man, Mr. J-Line is himself, comedian, James D. Jellyfish, man. What's happening, my brother?
James.
Gunny Sergeant, reporting for duty. Spirit child, nigga.
Nothing much, sir.
Got
Nothing
that ninth
much.
place team on your goddamn body. No.
Ninth place, man. It's a play-in spot.
This is my secondary
Not for
team.
team.
You know what I mean?
Not for 10.
Both my teams suck, first and secondary.
Dang, dude. I feel you.
Shit crazy.
To my left, man, we got my boy, we got my partner, we got my dog. It's Mr. Jukebox Johnny, a.k.a. Crown Daddy, a.k.a. Crown Poppy, or the El Humidor Poppy, the Avion Don, the Terramana God, the Malargo Ho, Mrs. Steal Your Girl. Give her right back because she got hemato. It's Mr. I Got Tree Jobs, man. It's Mr.
Dad, are you on the radio?
It's Mr. Jukebox Johnny, man. What's going on, my brother?
Not much, man. Not much. Happy to be here. The weather is nice, and I'll let you go. Never mind.
All right, man. Thank you guys who listened to episode 295. And if you're joining us this week and you're watching this right now on YouTube, thank you. Like, subscribe, comment. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, YouTube Music or some bullshit. And iHeartRadio. That's where we at now. That's where we at. Other than that, man, how are you guys doing? How's your week going? We are recording this episode early, so if we missed a news story, if we missed anything, this episode is early recorded. So hope you guys enjoy it.
I feel
now, how you guys know how's it going?
I would tell you how my week went, but we'd be in here crying.
Okay, I appreciate
All
it.
right,
go.
so I'm going to ask y'all in one word.
All right.
Well, it'll be 2 words.
All right.
Give me a word for how's your head. Give me a word for how's your heart.
What you mean, like
My head like a
head game?
No, nigga.
Oh,
How
what
are
you mean?
you
A
in
fool?
one word?
2
How's
words.
your head? How is your heart?
Oh, that's what you meant. My head, it's hot.
All right.
My heart,
got you.
you don't want to know.
Cold hard. Shout out to my boy Cam.
Yeah, man.
Head not straight. Cool. I don't know what that means. And my
Head,
heart.
yes, please.
My heart is full. It's full of love and joy right now. My heart's full of love and joy. I will say that. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Peace. I'm at peace. I'm at a lot of
Let
peace.
me
I want to
see,
stay
my-
at peace.
If I'm going, my
Mhm.
head is, I be all over the place lately. My heart, I feel like it's open and receptive.
Okay. Okay, receptive.
I like receptive.
You
Yeah.
already know what it is. You heard me. You heard me.
This nigga got to have game, man. Like he be trying to front, man.
I haven't said I don't. I just,
This nigga's
I-
smooth operator.
Trust me. I see through Johnny's bullshit.
I know, right? The Mr. Nice Guy play. Yeah.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
All right, next topic.
All right, yo, real quick, man. North Carolina just started sports betting. I didn't want to go here, but I want to go here. North Carolina just started sports betting, man, and so I thought it was gonna be easier to bet these money lines, and that shit's kind of hard because they hook you with making you cook a parlay instead of just taking one game at a time.
Take the easy game. Yeah, I'm worried about my people, man. I'm worried about my people. Y'all out here
Don't be gambling.
So
up
I'm
to
just
3 in watching teams in Wichita
Oh, no.
play
Nigga,
softball.
that's not me, but I did stay
Yeah.
up. I did stay up to watch. It's a few games that cooked my goose. I knew Dallas couldn't beat Oklahoma, but I didn't know Oklahoma was that good. I never seen a team not miss a shot. I want to say I watched the whole game. This was last Thursday night when I got started. I watched that game knowing, Oklahoma is the team that's picked to win.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for those out there who don't know, there's more money on the underdog. And since it's the Dallas Mavericks, I'm like, that's not a bad. And it was a good game. But, man, when I tell you Shy don't miss and them other no-name niggas don't miss, they don't miss. And I'm talking about they might have missed a total of, and this is what I seen with my own eyes, maybe 6-7 shots. So every time Dallas missed, it was like, yeah, it's a wrap. They not missing. Like, and Shy is just
shout out to the Thunder. They really good this
Shy
year.
is
I have
nice.
seen a few of their games.
Shy is nice.
I don't know why we can't be like. Well, I ain't gonna say we no more, but I don't know why the Hornets couldn't build like that.
Man, Man,
Oh, we
Qu-
getting there, man.
even Gordon Hayward came off the bench, got a piece.
That's
of
what I'm
action.
saying. How he go over there and start hooping?
He got a piece of action. Then I'm watching my next underdog pick. I picked the Bucks against what's that? The 76. What's that? The game the other night the 76ers played the Heat. Was it the Heat or the Sixers? Anyway, that shit came down to 3 points. It came down to the last seconds.
Oh yeah.
I had a Kings.
Oh yeah, I forgot we got gambling queen over
I got
there
a
too.
King. Yeah, she's won 250. Everybody out there.
Don't
D got
be putting
250.
She gonna get robbed now.
Yeah.
Know something,
Yeah,
man.
hold on.
Shit.
We base it off what he said. I ain't confirming or denying.
Let me get
Yeah,
10.
man. So I'm down bad right now. But listen, my whole point of this conversation was they giving y'all $250 for a $5 deposit. That's $250 in free bets on FanDuel, DraftKings, and MGM is offering
Yo, that's a
$150,
stimulus check.
and Caesars is offering $150. So what I'm telling y'all is this: you may not be a gambler, but it's free money if you win money. Pull that money out, no bet with it, but it's free money if you win money. So that was the point of me even introducing that topic.
Yeah, well,
So,
good for them,
Thanks
man.
for the MGM hookup too.
Oh
by the
yeah,
way.
I think I'm gonna use one of them
I'ma use
if
your
I get
link.
into it.
You definitely get into it. How long did it take you to pick up prospects?
It took me about a month or two.
Yeah, I'm giving you a month because I'm taking them UFC bets now. Because you hit on the last one.
Yeah, I hit on the 2 I did for prospect. I hit on both of them.
I was pissed. I was like, damn, I should have took that shit. But all right, man. Anyway, man. So Johnny hit us with an interesting.
Are you about to give us your parlay?
No.
Yeah, give us your parlay. D's parlay.
I was gonna say fuck. What's his name?
Fuck Chicago.
Bogdan.
Oh, Bogdanovich.
I missed my parlay for
Killing
7 stacks simply because he did not make 4 threes.
Yeah, she came that close for 7
Damn,
stacks.
you would have got 7 G's.
Damn.
Pissed me all the way
That would have got me too.
the fuck off.
Yeah,
How
this
much
shit.
you gonna let me up?
Y'all gambling. You still reading books?
Oh yeah, I've actually finished 2 this week.
All right, I just want to
He
make
want-
sure.
he
I just
wanna
want to make sure I ain't
you
interfering
staying
with your
on
regular
track.
life.
I did some Bible study, so I'm actually studying the book of Job. right
There
now.
you go. Okay, good.
It's not even fair. I got the pod done in time. It was released on Monday. Like nothing.
Worried about my people, man.
He was over here shaking though. He was shaking as soon as he got the pod done.
No, I was watching the games as I did the pod. So I think that Sunday night I'm looking at Dallas. I think I was watching Dallas again. Dallas fucked me up with the Kyrie with the buzzer beat on the left hand. I go with the favorite and they still bust the face. I say, yo, this ain't for me.
This shit killing me.
This ain't for me. I'm waiting for baseball
Go
season.
ahead and sign up, James. You sound like you're
Baseball
interested.
season.
Nah, I don't.
I'm gonna sign up.
But if you have an addictive personality,
Don't do that.
But if you do sign up, use my code. Use my code. All right, man. So Johnny sent this over to the group. I've been waiting for James to get back.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second, man.
Hold on,
Let
go
me
ahead.
say one thing about Oprah. Look like Oprah is with like she dropped Weight Watchers, but now she pushing Ozempic, like she getting paid from Ozempic now.
I seen
So I
that.
wonder if she got some
Yo.
type of ownership.
But I think so. I didn't watch her special. Have you watched her special?
Not yet, but I heard like she trying to like make it so Ozempic is not frowned upon.
Less like what's the word? Stigmatized.
Yeah, and now they saying it help you if you got an addictive personality. Ozempic can help
Why
you
you
with
pointing at
more
me?
than because you just said that you might have an addictive personality.
Yeah, so we just.
So they're saying that like it can help you with more than your food addiction. Sorry.
Hold on.
But yeah, that's crazy. If she like left Weight Watchers to get a bigger bag,
Oh,
she
yeah.
done tricked the world.
Nah, ain't no. I mean, we was wondering what the drug was. I mean, we didn't want to say Ozempic because it wasn't out there yet. But
Yeah.
my only gripe with Ozempic is the article you sent about the diarrhea.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if I know a chick on that shit, I'm not eating your butt. Like,
Ugh.
you've had a day because
Right.
you want Ozempic.
Oh my god, is that a side effect?
I think.
yeah,
so.
diarrhea for some people is
Yeah.
a side effect of the Ozempic.
Yeah, I'm looking at you weird. Like, you
I guess maybe that
shitty
fat gotta
booty
go
person.
somewhere that's
I
getting
mean,
burnt.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's got.
Shit coming out in your booty.
Well, no, actually, learned this.
Mm-hmm.
Fat comes out through sweat. Fat comes out through breathing. That's where it
Oh,
goes.
okay.
Not through shit.
That's why people that got keto got bad breath.
Yeah, because
I mean, that could be it, I'm guessing.
ketosis.
Yeah.
And it's hard. And it's hard to eat fat and meat. Like literally no carbs. You probably don't eat a lot.
Yeah.
Like
No-
it's hard
no
to really
sugar.
get your calories in when all you eating is like going to the store. Like all you can really do is pick up a rotisserie chicken, like 3
And
of
some
them bitches.
avocados.
Yeah, some avocados and go crazy. All right, man. So this is anonymous
All right.
off the internet. My
Let's hear it.
boyfriend of 3 years lost his job last month, which has been a significant challenge for him. He approached me 2 weeks ago and asked if I could help him pay his mortgage, but I told him no.
Fuck.
Last week, he presented me with a spreadsheet detailing everything he had done for me during our relationship, totaling over $20,000 in value.
Damn.
He then broke up with me.
That nigga petty.
3 years down the drain. Despite feeling guilty because he never asked for anything, I still feel that if he's truly my man, then he should have something to offer as well. I can't believe this man broke up with me because I told him no. He found a way to pay it. He found a way to pay it. I don't think I was wrong because he was supposed to lead. He was supposed to lead, not me. Hold on, what?
Sound like she's saying he was supposed to lead.
I don't think I was wrong because he was supposed to lead, not me. Plus, I don't live with him. If I was living with him, I would have did it then. Do you see my point? Thoughts? So, I wonder how much his mortgage was. I think that's important.
That's a good question too.
I did not live. He did not live with me. He lived on his own. That's what she was trying to say at the end. That's important.
But I mean, if I got you, as far as like $20,000
of guy
worth of shit,
yeah,
then I'm gonna need for you to have me in some kind of aspect, and it might not necessarily be $20,000, but it might be a mortgage payment. You know what I'm saying? If I need it, or it might be something. It don't matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Where's the love? Like, you gotta show love.
If that is the basis or a common understanding between the two, because what it sounds like is he's operating from a husband heart. She's just there as his girlfriend, so she's operating on, if I give him this money, you know, then what, he gonna have somebody in the house, and women do that.
They've been
Not
together
all,
for 3 years.
Not all, but I mean 3 years ain't shit. Like nowadays, that don't really mean anything.
Right.
Sometimes
15-year marriages, men cheat the whole 15 years.
We heard about Clay's dad, so I feel like
years.
she may have been kind of just like standoffish on that with the whole, I don't want to pay for your mortgage because I don't live with you. But I think it's important that if he is able to pull receipts and say, I paid $20K for you and you don't live with me, then she should at least be like, all right, I can give you half. I can work with you. I can do something. If this is somebody that you see yourself being with. But she honestly, we don't know how much this man's mortgage is. She may not have it. She may not be able to cover him and cover herself. So if that's the case, then no, I can't help you with your mortgage, and then I'm over here struggling.
Well, she left a lot up to theory.
Right.
Yeah. I said she never clear. It's a lot that's not clarified.
Right. So it's because we don't have all the data, all the info. It's kind of hard to say, like, is she right or wrong?
He did the right thing.
I mean, yeah, because essentially,
He did the right
even
thing.
in the marriage,
in the essence of a relationship, you're wrong.
yeah.
I feel like that. Like, she's wrong in the essence of a relationship. Now, had that been just a nigga you was fucking, I get it. Nah, nigga, I don't know you like that.
Even if you're married, like, she should be able to help cover when things, arise. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know how much she was asking for.
And I feel like that was for the better. Like, as a man, like, you got your answer. Bitch can't even help you.
And low key, that probably was a test.
Might have been
that. Hey,
might have been. He probably just won the lottery. She ain't know that. He wanted to see how real she was.
Shoot.
But I thought it was. I mean, I'm with it that it was that she should have helped out or saw how she could help or at least tried if she wanted to be with him and wanted to continue a relationship. But I thought it was petty the Excel sheet. I'm like, come on, bro.
That's
like
the
you
part
got that much time. You got
He
that much
had
time on your hands.
but
That's why
that
your ass
tells me
lost
he
your
had
job.
that. He had that in the tuck.
That's the part I got stuck on. I was like,
Yeah,
bro,
he
Excel
made that
sheet?
before that.
He been had that. She need to check the date on the Excel sheet, see when it was created.
Yeah, he cracked the safety glass on that. Bitch.
Usher tickets.
Yeah, like you going home filling that shit out. What if she had a spreadsheet of every time you came early?
I will say, I worked for this executive for a little while as his personal assistant. And so I had to organize his receipts for both his fiance and his girlfriend separately.
That's my dog.
So
Not just
it's
one.
possible.
Yeah, it's possible. That's wild.
That is some wild shit. Alrighty.
Sorry, she
Moving
blew
on
me
to
with
the
that
next.
one. I'm like, damn, bro, out here living like a Tyler Perry character.
So they dropped this Quiet on Set documentary, and it blew the internet afire. Twitter got to it, there have been some interviews with Dan Schneider, which this documentary was mainly about. I hadn't finished it, but just to give you guys want to give a overview of what Quiet on Set is for people who may not seen it, may not know what it is.
Yeah, so Quiet on Set came out. I think it dropped last Friday.
Sunday, I think it was over the weekend.
So they were highlighting the toxicity that took place on the sets of Nickelodeon shows, tween shows. A lot of it was surrounding the heavy hitter producer at the time, this guy by the name of Dan Schneider, and they talked to the different child actors and actresses and kind of got a backstory on what they went through and the kind of environment that was there. They also talked to the writers of these stories, and so you kind of have an understanding from the first two parts of it that Dan Schneider, he really was like hands-on, had to be in control of everything, and the fact that if you did not do things his way, then you pretty much were out of a job. It was very sexist, a lot of things that are unethical, according to a lot of policies that we've all seen and read. So the first two parts builds up to the heavy hitter that's coming. So I know you guys have heard Drake and Josh. So Drake Bell.
Hold on, let's not jump straight to that. Let's start at the beginning, like episode 1, episode 2. Let's take our time.
It's in two parts.
Yeah, episode 1, episode 2. I mean, they don't get to Drake Bell to episode 3. But I'm just saying.
Right. So 1 and 2 is the one first part, and that is
That's Dan Snyder.
That's Dan Snyder.
Right. That's Dan Schneider. So essentially, he built this toxic environment that people were not comfortable with being able to speak their minds. Parents were not allowed on set.
Are parents ever allowed on set? Do you know that, Johnny?
I'm not too sure. I think in some cases, especially probably now, they are.
Okay.
But I don't know why parents wouldn't be allowed on set. Honestly.
I know they're
the
around
logic behind
set.
that.
I don't know. I can't say, like, from what it sounds like once they start filming, they're in a spot, but they're not allowed to be out there.
Yeah.
In the workspace. It's like they're in the break room somewhere, and the kids are off with production and staff. That's what kind of how I imagined it.
It could be because you have parents. We've seen it in coaching games. Parents want to be coaches. So if somebody's telling their child something, they may want to speak up or walk on set and give a pep talk and do this and do this. And some kids are not as comfortable performing with their parents right there.
That's true.
Yeah, that could be it too. I know this is like the first couple episodes. This is like the first era of Dan Snyder. Because they do go back to him on the 4th episode, but this is like the first era when he had all that Amanda Bond show, like our era, and then he has like another era where he brought in like Britney
era.
Spears' little sister, Ariana Grande, and them. But they kind of paint the picture to how they're gonna end it. But it's one thing is. These people in Hollywood that come out as like predators or they create toxic environments, it's like they super successful.
Yeah.
Like Harvey Weinstein.
I wanted to note, although Dan Snyder is a sick individual, especially from a grown-up standpoint, I wanted to note, like, that was a genius idea to create, what you call it? Damn.
All that.
Well, but what's it called? It's a type of comedy.
Like sketch comedy.
To create sketch comedy for teenagers or children is a genius idea.
Right, it was.
But we're running into, in the first episode, what we always run into. Adults create content for children, but adults are adults. And a lot of times when adults create content for children, they put hidden messages in the content that the children have no clue about. May even go over the parents' head, but when you grow up and you start looking at that content again, you're like, hold on. This character is actually gay. This character is actually this. This is this. This is this. So when they started to point out the type of the things that were lewd and he liked to laugh at, like you had which they explain later when we get to the big dog, the glory hole jokes, the cum shot jokes. How they were sexualizing, was that area under Grande when she was pouring the water all over herself? Like, it was very nasty to know that a adult used porn as his inspiration to write for kids. Even racism with Noseboy.
Yeah,
like as
that
a
shit was
kid,
crazy.
yeah, you don't catch that, but then you got a black kid being Noseboy, and his mom is there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But she wasn't having a lot of that shit. But the fact that you let Noseboy slide, like,
Yeah, that's
because he's
crazy.
a dark skinned kid with a big ass nose, or a black kid with a big ass, like, we got big nose. I get it.
And his shoulder
So
pads look
first
like
of all-
penises.
Yeah,
with
he had
balls.
the black dick shoulder
Yeah,
pads.
and then what was it? Fetus, the youngest rapper, and they had to make the fetus black.
Yeah.
Like, the fetus is pink regardless of your race. But anyway.
And I thought it was interesting. Something else that was weird. I think it was with Amanda Barnes. She played a character, something Tank.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Tank joke.
Something Taint was the last name.
Yeah, Taint was her last name. So Taint, they spelled it, funny, but it's still Taint. So Taint, for those that don't know, is actually the skin part between a man's testicles and his butthole.
Yeah.
So
This little
Gooch.
flap of skin.
I
there.
want to.
Yeah.
I want to say if you've ever worked in America, period, around white people, you've worked with white people like Dan Snyder, who thinks lewd shit is funny, and especially when you're like around our age, we come from an era where like, yeah, there's an HR department, but you don't really go to it.
Don't even know their phone number.
So when a guy tells a joke like that on the job, you like, that's just him. That's how he get down. So I see why these people was letting a lot of this shit go. But even I think one of the black girls from all that later on, she's like, you know what? I'm sitting here thinking about this shit as an adult. That shit was it was
Yeah.
weird. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't even got to the back rubs yet that I heard they were giving him on set, like
Yeah.
the children. But I did get to the inappropriate touching. You know what I'm saying? Like, or just the him being in the hot tub with Amanda Bynes.
yeah.
It's like, man, yo.
Right. But it's just weird because the guy had an eye for talent and he knew how to like create TV shows. He created like so many TV shows that were all successful. And shout out to Amanda Bynes. I forgot how talented she was.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
she
man.
was.
She was like 11, had her own show, and
Ask Ashley was
and
my
ideas.
Yes. When she came to all that, she pretty much took it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, she pretty much took it over.
shit. Get hit in the head with a Gila monster.
But yeah, man. Even Dan Snyder getting Amanda Bynes to get emancipated from her parents.
Yeah.
He drove a wedge between her and her parents.
Yeah.
What I would have loved to have happen is we find out from Amanda Bynes what was really going on. Because if Dan Snyder is this lewd as a human being, then I could imagine what you were doing with your closest talent.
They drugged that girl up.
Yeah, I said, you couldn't trust what she said. Now she kind of like got the Orlando Brown going on where you don't know if she telling the truth or not.
she don't even look the same.
And you know she had never did drugs, none of that. She ain't never drink. She ain't never do none of that shit, bro. And
But as a
now,
kid, right?
like, period. She's never done it.
Mm-hmm.
And now she all fucked up, man. They fucked that girl up. The only reason why I know, because I was watching this YouTube thing on her,
Yeah.
like, way before this whole conversation. But, man, it's just a
A
sad
lot of people
situation.
talked about Amanda Bynes,
Yeah.
like fall from grace, just like how she is now. Like they remember her as a child star, and I mean, it's just. But this happens to child stars
Yeah.
all the time
Yeah.
in Hollywood. If your parents aren't in there, like when we see people like Tia and Tamara, their mom and dad was like heavy. Taj
Yeah.
Mari.
Yeah.
They come out how they come out because them parents is like, I'm not leaving this set. Jason Weaver gets the deal he gets with the Lion King because his mom is like, we not signing that, and I'm on this set. So it's like these kids in Hollywood, it's not a mystery that pedophilia is going on in Hollywood. It happens to these children, and these are not the first stories. But we do live in a day and time where now you can get the documents, now you can get the information. Now people are not afraid to come out and speak because now you got support from strangers and people you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Who are gonna say, "Yo, that's wrong," and we support you, and we they should do something to these bastards who did these horrible things to these children. Like this shit is sick.
Yeah.
When they talked about the dude who sent the nude to one of the talents, one of the young ladies,
The black guy?
the first thing that went through my mind was this
No,
is 19. The white dude.
I forget his name, the
The
first
white
guy's
dude.
name.
They didn't even play with the black dude like that. And I think I love how his mama touched on that. Everything with him was like, man, his mom over there. Like, I mean, she didn't even realize what she was saving her. Like she said, I didn't realize what I was saving my son from. Because essentially, yeah, he was heartbroken, but now he's probably on this documentary like, oh, damn, they was doing that to y'all?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
touch your little wee-wee.
Like, that is wild.
Let's not say that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But nah, I mean, I mean, when you, I forgot, I lost my place, what I was going to say. But, yeah, just him sending a nude at that time. Like, I don't know if y'all know, like, back then, you didn't take a picture and send it.
Yeah.
Like you didn't. That's
Yeah,
not
to
how
get it developed, right?
You had to do things to get a picture out to somebody. These niggas are sick.
That's why the daughter reacted the way she did by shutting off the computer. Because back then you couldn't just close something fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she just shut it off and went in her room. I wish the daughter would have spoke.
I wish the mom would have said something back then.
Right, because the mom didn't say anything because she didn't want her daughter to get backlash to be received by her daughter. From her reporting it, but I feel like once her daughter decided she said her daughter didn't want to go be an actress anymore. At that point in time, when your daughter's not going to be on that set anymore, you should have reported something.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know why they was doing it. I mean, a lot of them parents want their kids to live a certain dream, and I think maybe that's why they don't say much.
Right.
Or maybe they just think that's how it is.
Because that was the environment.
That was the final straw, though. I think she never came back.
No, she never came back. That was the only thing that happened, but that's all it took, which was unfortunate because it shouldn't take that. That shouldn't have ever happened.
Nah, that's definitely not.
I wouldn't even. We would have been there that day. What happened? We've been in the car. We've been one way to the set.
And I could see the mom struggle because you want your children to be successful, and and if it ends up blessing everyone's life, that's even more great. So I could see she really did struggle in that moment. She probably has regrets now or, later that she probably didn't share.
Yeah.
That she should have said something. Because I don't know what happened to that guy. Like, he was still working there.
Yeah.
Like, they don't talk about him after that point.
Yeah.
But he was apparently still working there.
Yeah.
Weird. I did read Jeanette McCurdy's book last year. It's funny that they dropped it, but her mom would push her to do certain things. Her mom would make sure she ate less than 1,000 calories a day as a kid.
Because they called her fat.
Yeah, because sometimes.
Oh, is that the girl?
I'm glad my mom died.
I'm glad my mom died. Yeah, that's the one that she did. iCarly and Sam and Cat.
Okay.
But that's the one that. Oh, you didn't reach the 4th episode yet.
Okay, I'll see it.
Yeah.
But y'all can tell.
But yeah, she talked to Dan Snyder in her book. She calls him the creator and the things that he would make her do and how he would make her feel. And she talked about that in her book, but I guess she didn't say his name in the book.
She never says his name.
Just
Even
says
in her
creator.
interview, she says creator or the producer.
Yeah.
What's the name? Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, well, go ahead.
Nah, but it's just like sometimes these parents are kind of letting that stuff go on or actually pushing it.
Yeah, I feel like that with Amanda Bond's parents. I really do. I feel like they let things happen to a point where they got pushed out the picture.
Yeah.
And they probably never thought it was happening because they even mentioned how her dad was heavily involved in her shit. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't always a good thing too. Like you say, hey, he say do this, then let's do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Drake Bell dad was a certified redneck. He wasn't having none of that
when
shit.
they get to the Drake Bell part, that shit hurt to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more hurtful because no one knew it was Drake Bell. This is his first time ever speaking about it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
So when the lawsuit was filed originally, it just said child actor. So all the other child actors that were on the documentary, they said they heard about, this happened, but no one knew who it was.
Right.
So
side note, they have, what you just said, and the internet's been trying to figure out. And the internet thought it would have been Amanda Barnes. They thought Amanda Bynes. I'm sorry. They thought Amanda Bynes was going to be the person on this documentary that was going to tell it all.
Oh, okay.
So that's what you're saying. Like, people have been trying to figure this out.
And so when he sat down, and it was like, I think the part that got me was his dad. Like, I wanted to cry with him because I could tell, like, it really bothered him. But it's like when they ended the second episode, it showed the highlights from the court documents.
Yeah.
So you see, like, you know how they do the in bold and highlight or whatever. You see all the things that happened to this quote unquote child actor. And then the next episode 3, is when Drake Bell comes and sits down. And so that's when you put 2 and 2 together, like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
And
he
what was that
doing
guy?
man dirty.
What was that guy's name?
Brian Peck, no relation to Josh Peck. His Drake and Josh, so his co-host or actor, his name is Josh Peck, but he has no relation to Brian Peck. So he has also been getting a lot of backlash. So Drake Bell actually came out and said, like, people, please leave him alone. He just happens to have the same last name.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brian Peck was the guy that was working on set. If you are old and young enough to remember, he was on All That Has this guy, the pickle guy, which he would run around and he would give pickles to people. Now Dan Snyder, being the sick bastard he is, these pickles ain't nothing but dicks in his eyes. He thinks it's quite funny for people to eat a pickle, kids to eat a pickle. They even fed one to a famous celebrity through a fucking glory hole. And now when I see that, I'm like, oh, I get it. And so even the way they shot it, edited, and cut it, yeah, he sticks it in the hole. Dude pulls it out the hole, and it's just the way they shot it, man. It's just once you know that's what's happening, you're like, oh, that's sick. And then he's eating the pickle like this, and to go back, how they made Ariana Grande milk that potato
Oh yeah.
like a penis.
Yeah.
Them niggas are sick, and I'm trying to figure out why no one ever caught on to that.
And so the only concern they had,
Like the viewers.
the only concern that even viewers had at that time was the interactions from the internet. Because if you remember, her show, part of her show was pretty much based on her doing these live online videos. So those were actually happening. So they couldn't control necessarily what always popped up on the side.
Time out. She was doing things at the request of somebody online on a TV show for children.
Right. And so it was like, but I don't know if they were like coming from actual online, or if it was like people, like, how somebody's on the back on the set with computers setting,
Dog, is that what? For real?
So
I think it's scripted. I think that stuff was scripted.
I would hope
like
it's
coming from a different.
Yeah.
They showing Cam Girl to our kids.
Yeah.
Shit, that ain't even our kids no more.
But that essentially that was the
Yeah,
beginning
you're right.
of that was
Well,
the
we
beginning
were the
of
kids.
Cam.
You're right,
Yeah.
my bad. They was I'm sorry. They was showing Cam Girl
Yeah.
to us.
Right.
Wow.
And they wonder why we perverts right now.
Even that, like the potato. What was the other one with the water?
Yeah, the pour
Yeah,
the
when she
water
was
on
like
yourself.
laying
That's just so all of it was
backwards
awkward.
on the bed.
Yo,
Now I do
yeah.
remember the one when she was sucking on her toes. Like I remember that one, and I was like, "That's why would she
Yeah,
do
bro
that?"
was wild.
On
Bro
her
was
own
sick.
toes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like even the writers said they didn't want to say anything because they knew he would like just. It's hard to get a writing job in Hollywood,
Right.
and he would say, "Let's not tell people so they don't take it out." Like
Yeah.
the jokes and stuff. He was like, "Yeah, I know what it really means, but let's not say anything.
Yeah, 'cause
let's act like we don't know."
The executives asked him about taint, and he
Yeah,
was
the
like,
taint.
"No, that doesn't mean that. We mean like tainted."
Yeah.
Like, and so he left it at that. And then that's what I forgot. Jenny was the lady that sued him. She was one of the writers. So
Oh yeah.
she
they
got
made it-
fired, right?
They made it so she never worked in Hollywood again.
right, but and which she was afraid of, but she knew it was going to happen, so she sued him anyway. They settled out. Of course, those documents are sealed. We don't know what the settlement was, but he made the only two women writers split their salary, which is illegal.
It's crazy.
And then the second season that she came back, he told her, because the first one she got let go or she got fired. When Jenny came back, she was the only female writer in the room. He told her he needed her to work 27 weeks, but she was only going to get paid on a contract basis of 16. So he wanted her to work
For free.
the 11 weeks for free. But he hired a white male full time, no background experience, full salary. The
That's
same
crazy.
time he asked her that.
But back to because we off on a tangent. Back to Drake Bell coming out and telling his story for the first time. He told a story about this guy named Brian Peck, who seemed to be friends with this John Wayne Casey that was in jail, that was in prison, the serial killer. They were pen pals. They had a relationship. And there was a kid's party at a grown man's house, and somebody seen some artwork, and he was like, yeah, my friend sent that to me. And they started showing you the clips of who John Wayne Casey is, and this is this nigga's pen pal who was a known pedophile and serial killer.
They had Netflix on him, right?
Yep.
I want to watch it.
Yep.
But yeah, so he got close to Drake Bell and was able to drive with the wedge between Drake Bell and his father, telling them basically your dad's stealing from you and you won't make it far in this business as long as he's your manager. Because Drake Bell's father was on everything. He could see that this dude was sick from a mile away, and so he was always over there protecting him. But once he drove that wedge in between them, Brian got access to him, and essentially he ended up molesting Drake when he was in his teens, 13,
yeah, I think
14,
15,
somewhere in there. So yeah, that and it's just sad to watch play out on camera like that, because even Drake has had his issues as an adult, and just to watch him, when you watch him, I mean, you could tell he's still fucked up.
Hard
about
to
that
deal
shit.
with that stuff.
Yeah,
And
that
if
happened
you
to
look at the description from the court documents, he's like, man, he was doing some sick shit to that little boy.
that nigga's nasty.
Yeah,
I would have hoped. Do you know if his mom is still alive?
I'm not sure. He didn't mention the mom much besides just the part that she played and everything.
I pray for man, I couldn't imagine.
It's glad stuff come out like that now, so people that are in that entertainment industry now, I'm not sure if all that stuff's still happening, which it probably is, but it's just, you can look out for it now.
Yeah, well, Nickelodeon did have their statement that they showed with every episode. I think overall what we got from this is, like you said, this is probably has happened more often than we know about. I think we're starting to hear a lot more with the childhood actors and behind the scenes of things that we grew up with, because NDAs are running out or expiring. And so it's just weird.
I've seen that online too. Yeah,
it's weird. It's really weird. I feel like we're gonna get some more, because we still got Disney.
Yeah.
And Brian Peck, even after
he went over to Disney,
was said and done, he did go over to Disney.
After he served jail time,
served jail time, he worked at Disney just for a stint, because he did voiceovers for a cartoon.
Yeah.
And then Disney fired him when they found out who he was and what he had done, and then they removed his voice completely from the cartoons. But he did try to go work for another child.
I will say,
company.
They told, when he raised concerns about Brian, they was like, yo, he gay, you don't need to worry about him. Nigga, that my son is a man.
No,
all the more reason to worry about you.
They told the father he was homophobic.
Yeah, they told him he was. Yeah, they say, hey, he's gay. You're probably just homophobic. Da da da. Yeah, the more the reason to worry, because he like motherfuckers that's the same sex as him. I mean, if you're a pedophile, your sexuality don't matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you prefer to assault don't matter. I'm not even talking about this man's preference and what he likes to assault. This nigga likes kids. Period.
And I think it was the fact
that
Drake Bell was also it was a rock star, so he was like doing music, and so Brian Peck would go out of his way
to be
his
at the
concert with his quote unquote friends. It's like, why are you 40-something-year-old man with friends?
Let's go check out Drake's show tonight.
Going to a teen rock show.
And you know what? I think with some parents, and this is away from that. I know nowadays some parents won't let their kids stay at other people's houses, but you got to think sometimes in situations where kids don't have father figures and they play on football teams, those guys go spend a night at some of their coaches' cribs, with other kids. Don't mean nothing, but with other kids. And so it's like, now, what the world that we live in, you really got to be cautious. Like, nobody is who they say they are. A lot of the times, you really got to watch people. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's just so fucked up to take advantage of kids. And I say this all the time. I believe if you are doing this type of shit to kids, they should give you the death penalty. It shouldn't be an option. Months in jail should never be an option for if you're accused of pedophilia. If you're accused and you go to court and the court system accuses you of this, there's only one sentence for this shit: the death penalty. I don't believe that there's any other way to solve this, because we give niggas the death penalty for less. I was reading something on Tukey Williams. Y'all know they executed Tukey.
Yep.
Tukey spent the rest of his life changing his life through his work. He never hurt a child. He wrote books for children just to prove yo, let me live. If you let me back outside, I can be a changed man. Prison has changed me. Something like that deserves grace, but something like this sick ass shit, nah, dog. These are the type of people that we need to lethally inject, but instead we're lethally injecting people like Tukey. We ain't lethally injected a man that we reported on that lived in Texas that was accused of a crime that he didn't even commit. These are the people that we lethally inject, but these niggas got countless like witnesses.
He got 11 charges. I think
Yeah.
11
we
charges.
we got the guy that you raped saying you raped him. Why are you alive?
Right.
Why
And
you
then
alive?
the support. I don't know if you got that far yet, but during the trial, he had so much support on his side from previous actors
about
and
that.
producers.
They wrote letters. It was people over there, and Drake said at that time during the trial, at that time it was just him, his mom, and his brother because his dad still didn't know. Trial had already started, and he said my dad's so emotional I couldn't tell him. So his dad still didn't know. His dad just knew he got arrested. That Brian had got arrested. He did not know it was because of Drake.
His dad would have made sure that man didn't see any jail time.
Oh yeah,
had
he would have
found
used
out. He
his
would have killed that
damn
man.
that pistol he been holding on to.
Oh, yeah. He would have took that man out. But yeah, man, I hate to put a sour mood at the top of the podcast, but man, it's a really good doc. If you grew up on the Nickelodeon shows like I did, it's definitely worth your watch. It's on Max right now. Somebody said it was on Hulu. It did come out on the ID channel live over the weekend. 4-part series. It's real quick watch, 45 minutes an episode. Other than that, man, what's out? What else came out this week? You nerds got X-Men 97.
X-Men, I liked it.
I ain't seen it yet.
All right, well, I ain't gonna ruin it, but it's gonna be a good series. It's gonna be a good series.
First episode, good or bad?
First
They said
episode
good.
is good. Second episode is great.
All right.
I seen what they did to Morph. I like that.
Yeah.
like
Morph
that.
is
What,
pretty
he got a
cool.
power up?
Nah, it's just his highly. drew
Yeah,
him up.
he's like
I
he
how
don't walk
drew him
around
up.
as the Morph that we used to. He's kind of got the white, like the comic book version. It's an all white version of Morph,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
and
It's
then he
pretty
can
cool.
transform to other stuff. But yeah, the first episode's really good, but that second episode they leave you with a hell of a cliffhanger.
Oh, they gave us 2.
Yeah,
They gave us 2.
Mhm.
Cool.
So now it's gonna be 1 episode per week. But that's pretty good. I watched Invincible. That's getting good.
The new episode is out today, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I
I watched that one. That's getting pretty good. Physical 100 just started that. I like the first season of Physical 100, so I'm definitely gonna watch the
I
second
heard it
one.
was good.
And then the Star Wars trailer dropped for the Acolyte trailer. It's a prequel about how the Sith started, the Sith culture started.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Anybody seen Dune 2 yet?
I'm waiting for it to come
We gonna
out.
wait for HBO Max?
Streaming, Yeah.
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
waiting.
be in the movies that long no more unless it's Marvel, and or Star Wars maybe. Like I don't think I can wait in the movies for that long for
I don't even
anything
think
else.
I'd do Star Wars. Like after we did number 9. Yeah.
Nine was killed me, bro.
Yeah. Also BMF man, still up on BMF. I really
Shout out
don't
to
have much
Charles.
on this recap, but it was funny. You watched episode 3 already, didn't
Yeah.
you? I gotta watch it tonight.
Watch.
Yeah, I'm still into it's getting worse. You're right, Johnny. This is bad. But it's still a good story. It's still a good show, man. You right. You was right last week. D was right. Neo is turning gangster.
Yeah.
We about to see this.
Wait till you see the third episode.
Okay, we about to see gangster Neo. It was funny. We had the whole conversation on the last episode. I was like, I don't like how Meech Pops treat him. And then on this episode 2, we got Meech and his pops really bonding over music.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was, this by far was my favorite episode, just to see him finally be like, you know what I'm saying, like show some love to your oldest son. Like show this
Right.
nigga some love, man. Stop treating him like a stepchild.
Can't do that.
I thought it was good to see. Fake Tupac was crazy.
Yeah.
Like fake Tupac was horrible. But yeah, man, all in all it was good. All right, y'all.
What episode you on? The third one, right?
I'm on the second one. Hold on.
I've only
I
seen
thought Tupac was on the third episode.
Oh, then I'm on the third one then.
we got
When the
it's-
dad come down to Atlanta?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the third one.
Yeah, that's
That's
the third.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the episode I'm talking about. Okay, I thought when the next one dropped tonight.
Yeah, the
Okay.
episode 4 tonight. Yeah.
Oh, so it's been 4 episodes.
This will be the fourth
will be the
episode that's
fourth.
coming
Oh
out.
damn. Okay, and that dyke girl is like so. Well, I don't know what to call it. What's the correct?
Butch.
Stud. Okay.
Okay, the butch.
Butch stud.
The butch woman. I don't know if I need to mark that or not. Somebody let me know in the LGBTQ community.
They're gonna whoop your ass.
But nah, this a crazy character, the most unnecessary character.
Yeah, I guess she the bad guy in this scene. Well, she the Detroit bad guy. Seemed like because
Yeah.
seems like you're gonna have the Haitians in Atlanta, and then while they in Detroit, seems like the that girl and her group gonna be the bad guys.
And you got 2 Chainz just turned against him.
Yeah,
2 Chainz gonna be a problem.
probably
too.
gonna sell them out. Or
I
something.
feel like he either gonna sell them out or join over with the Haitians, or he gonna try to get in with the Haitians, and he's gonna be the example.
Maybe. They're good. They need to kill him. 2 Chainz acting. I thought it would be better.
He looked like a walking Q-tip.
Yeah, maybe it's just how awkward he looks.
It's like all them locks under that damn afro and getting it, bro.
Right. It's like they had no choice but to give him a big old afro.
And then little baby pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Right.
man. Like,
I think
and
he
he
give
really
everybody
can't
opportunity.
act.
Definitely not.
Nah, he's just throwing up a whole bunch of peace signs and smiling.
I'm riding with me. You fit? I'm riding with me. Like, what?
That nigga had 3 lines and they sucked.
Get baby
I'm
on.
riding with Meech.
I'm riding with Meech.
Where you think
And
you
then
going?
I like how T played La La when she called him trying to get him to come over, and he was like,
Cause he folded at the end. They was
He
about
did,
to fuck.
he
I was
did,
like,
he
yo,
did.
dog. That's MILF. We was talking about MILF?
yeah,
A cougar?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
cougar.
yeah, La La a cougar.
She a cougar for him.
But I'm glad like his mom interrupted that because she don't. How you going?
Lucille don't play, baby.
How are you going to be in that man's house, and then he got another apartment, and you like, oh, this nice. The house would be nice too if he lived there.
Right.
But you got a house out of him. You remind him every chance it's convenient that you married, and now you gonna try to sleep with him in his apartment. So you
Right.
gonna be over there too.
And
Like,
I think she knew she was losing him. She's like, let me get him back in with this vintage vagina.
but I do want to know.
That shit gotta be good.
I
He
do
fold
feel
every
like-
time.
It's vintage.
she was the one that called CPS.
You think it was her?
I think we're gonna find out because remember she said you'll
I
find
thought it
out in
was
30
flattery.
days.
It was the cops.
Yeah, I thought it was Flattery or whatever his name is.
I feel like the cops did that because he said, I'm not rolling with you. And so I feel like that's why he did it.
That's what I was thinking, but
Yeah, I'm with Johnny.
they
on that
didn't. They
one.
didn't clarify, so that would be a twist if it really was her.
Yeah, because she said I wouldn't do that to you. I'm a mother. I'm this. I'm that. But I'm like, it's convenient. It happened right after he turned you down.
We'll see.
We'll see. And I guess towards the end when they get the paperwork.
Yeah, they
Hopefully
just,
the little boy don't get taken though.
I don't know where they filmed that shit at, but stop hiring rappers.
Please. Just get some actors.
Yeah,
Just
get some
somebody
people
else to
Nah, struggling
we
to
gotta
make it.
maintain this budget.
Get my nigga Wood Harris in there.
50
something.
Cent got
Get
all
him
the
back.
good actors.
I get on his show.
Yeah.
Yeah, he do
Yeah.
got the actors on the other show. I want to tell y'all, man, I finally seen The Color Purple, man.
All right, the
What you
original.
think?
The original Color Purple. I want to tell you that this movie is horrible. Now, hold on.
love
Let me,
pretty
let,
bad.
me,
He
let, me,
love pissing people off.
let me preface this. The movie itself, as in the art form of cinema, is good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start there. But for you niggas to love this movie the way you do, it is a horrible movie. That's a horrible story.
You told Harpo to beat me?
I was traumatized by that movie. I was like, yo, my people are suffering. They like this shit. Like, I spent the first 15 minutes with my head down because they're raping little girls in this movie.
Right.
Well,
It's a book, right? Well, it's
Yeah,
a
it's a
book.
book.
What it
It's
is.
a book. And to tell me, like, that's how it was back then, I don't give a fuck. It is 2024, and that is nasty. That is so nasty. And the story of Celie was so sad. Like,
Yeah, it's one of the saddest.
why
ever.
did they treat
Her
her like
and Precious?
that? I would never choose to
Ugly.
watch a movie like this. This movie is upsetting. Like, I was like, oh my God. Like, what the fuck? Like, it was some funny parts to it. I laughed
Yeah.
a lot. I laughed a lot because Danny Glover, dog. Danny Glover was young at the time, man.
Yeah.
Like, making this movie.
Probably our age.
Yeah, he looked good. Even Suge Avery, she looked good. Because I've seen her as she's older now. She's been in Tyler Perry movies as a grandma. So Suge Avery looked good. And James, what you said about Suge and Celie's relationship was probably the best part of the whole fucking movie. When they sit down and they had that conversation, and I laughed. But I also was like, damn, that's so horrible. When she said, Mr. She was like, you don't like sleeping with Mr.? I don't know his real name. I forgot his real name, like Archibald or some bullshit.
Mister.
She was like, you don't like sleeping with Mr.? He was like, I love it. He was like, I hate it. He just do his business on me. I was like, oh, man, that's so horrible.
Yeah, man.
That's how it was back then, though. Honestly, it probably was how it was.
She should have slit that nigga
Dudes,
throat
them
when she
grown
was
men
cutting
was
his beard.
marrying young girls.
You seen that shit?
They was, but like, go ask my daddy and I would never, if a nigga came to my door It was like, yo, seen your daughter at church. I'm trying to marry you. I like, nigga, you don't take your ass on somewhere. I will hurt
that's
you,
very
You're-
honorable.
It's honorable.
Nowadays it is.
Right, but back then you
Nigga,
had
it was a deal. He didn't even want her. He wanted the other one. Like, you made a deal with your kids. This ain't Bible times.
Sheesh.
but I mean,
He
a
needed
lot
a
of
house
men
mother.
back then did not think of it that way. They were not parents.
That was
they
a-
were business. They operated
Right.
on how can I benefit from this man wanting my daughter, because unfortunately my nasty ass is done using her.
Oh, I was about to say they do that
Yeah,
shit
and
now.
and all her kids were from incest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful kids from incest, but incest kids. She had 3 incest kids, I think.
Yeah. Damn. That's it's all nasty.
It's
No,
a
she had
nasty, horrible
two.
movie.
You talking about Celie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
That movie is bad. Like, y'all.
It's a
watch
good
that.
story though.
The
No,
story.
it's not.
Okay, I mean it's not a
You talking about the 20 minutes of joy at the end?
not even the joyous part. It's just like sometimes you gotta watch some sad shit, but like the art of it is good.
The
The
art.
art of it is fantastic.
Yeah.
Right. It's a triumphant story.
The art of it is fantastic. I learned that was Whoopi's first movie.
Yes.
She did great.
Boy,
She did great. She did
Celie
great.
must got that 5-5.
Ew.
No.
Must got that
What?
5-5.
I was tripping. So, yeah, back to that. I was tripping on the fact that, Suge hit that. You know what I'm saying? So now Suge done hit both of y'all. Suge had the 5-5. Because you not
Shit,
see when
Celie
Suge
got
came
that
back to town and both of them were happy to see her?
Boy, Celie so ugly, it ain't got no choice but to be 5.
I disagree. I
ain't got
seen
no
We're
what,
not
choice.
debating that. What the fuck?
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
I
Like,
seen what Suge seen. I thought actually
Mister was tearing it up.
I thought Celie was I thought Celie was beautiful.
What?
Yeah, man. Like when she told her she was beautiful and made her smile, I was like, you know what, Whoopi Goldberg don't look too bad in
Whoopi
this
Goldberg-
movie.
not
you
ugly.
lying like hell. Whoopi was ugly.
She is not ugly.
She's a beautiful soul. I can say that. Beautiful soul.
Not a beautiful
Nigga
soul.
say you
Shut up.
surely is ugly. And she looked at the camera. I said, hell yeah.
She had mud on her face. She was over there playing with them badass kids.
Stupid.
You show is ugly, but then she helped her discover her beauty, helped her find her sister.
Yeah.
Her
Like,
Nah,
confidence.
that's facts. But just imagine them times though, bro. You a kid, you still like playing outside, but now you somebody.
Right. You saw how happy she was when her sister first came back?
Yeah.
Like that, her inner child came out.
But yeah, that's crazy, right? Like one day you playing with dolls, next thing you know, some man laying on top of you, you making kids from them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like that. And it's not just our story.
Right.
That was just a story of the times.
Yeah, yeah.
So that just won't happen to black people. Like it
happened to women.
it's just
it
a
happened
great,
to women.
it's a great cinematography. I like the movie.
I think I was gonna say I like what she said about having sex. Like she was a virgin. She really was a virgin. She had never had till she had sex with Suge. She never had sex.
You're
with
right. She just got raped.
Yeah, so I love that. Then I was like, yo, I gotta ask these niggas. Have you ever did your business on somebody?
What do you mean? Did
Not rape. Hold
Yeah,
damn,
of
let me
course.
preface that. Not rape, but like
What you mean? Like busting face or something?
no, like do your business. Like
this nigga,
What do you
yeah.
mean?
you
Okay,
go to
yeah,
the,
what do you mean?
You go to the chick house. It's like, yeah, what's up? I get naked and do your business. And did you put your clothes on and you did?
Unfortunately,
Like,
yeah, I have done.
Not rape. It's
Oh.
consensual. Not
Oh,
not the
wham,
way they
bam,
was
thank
do.
you, ma'am.
that.
Yeah.
In and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you. I gotta go back.
Do you
to work.
A stick and move.
Do you feel shitty after somebody like you do your business on somebody?
Shit, I'd rather it that way. I can just
Yeah, I do. Feel
get the
shitty,
fuck up
honestly.
out of here. All right.
It's just like one of them sessions where her pleasure is not in like the forefront. You're like,
Yeah,
"Alright,
you,
ain't
you
no
feel
pussy
you feel a
today."
little bad, and especially if you know it means a little bit more to them than it did to you.
Shit.
Oh,
My
yeah,
dumb
yeah,
ass
they-
be like-
Shit, I'm an asshole.
They like
my
the way I
dumb
just
ass
did my
be like,
business.
all right, I'm out. You need something? You want something from the kitchen? You need
Not
me
the
to hand you
kitchen.
this remote?
I was gonna tell you, I think I seen you at Food Line the other day as you putting your pants on.
Oh, the random bullshit conversation just to get up out of. Yo, you see that special on TV there?
You still selling them oils?
Yo, selling them oils is crazy.
Yeah, I seen your mom and them the other day. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Shit, all right, I'll holler at you.
All right.
That's funny.
That's fucked
man.
up.
That's life.
That's funny.
Rocks.
Also,
Gotta get
man, LeBron James and JJ Redick are coming out with a podcast called Mind the Game. I think the episode dropped last week.
Yeah, it's getting some
Don't
views
this
too.
nigga already got a podcast?
JJ Redick is great. I like JJ Redick.
He already got a podcast.
He do.
So
Mind
he
the
about to
game.
have 2 podcasts.
Yeah, mind the game. But mind the
media
game.
man.
Mind the game is gonna be like nerd basketball. So it's not. I don't think it's gonna be for everybody.
What do you mean nerd basketball?
But they're gonna be talking about the ins and outs of the game and how plays break down and stuff like that.
Kind of like when Spike Lee did Kobe doing work.
There you go.
Kinda like
so
that.
that means LeBron James ain't gonna be in the playoff.
Nah, NBA need him to be in the playoffs.
He'll be in the play-in.
Nah, he ain't gonna be in the.
He ain't be in the play. Steph Curry ain't gonna be there either. Caitlyn Jenner and Lamar Odom, they got a podcast coming out called "Keeping Up with Sports."
Shout out to my boys.
This shit about to
Sorry.
be
Shout out to
hot
my people.
trash.
It's gonna be an in-depth look at what happens, what it takes to be an athlete,
Okay.
with interviews and all kinds of
Respect to
in-depth
Caitlyn
stories.
Jenner. Caitlyn Jenner was an athlete.
Lamar
Yeah.
was like, it's gonna take this line of cocaine.
Crack. Red balls.
Pass me the ball. Hit him.
I mean, that's what niggas was doing in the 80s.
I've not
Coke and crack
You
before
right.
the game. They
And
be
Lamar
high.
Odom, all respect, when Lamar Odom was at his peak, Lamar Odom was hard to guard, bro.
Bruh, Lamar hit the coke and started doing shadow moves. Goddamn. Bitch, goddamn.
Man, leave Lamar alone, man. He
You
done a
remember
life.
when I used to goddamn?
Lamar done a lot to get his life back
When
on
did he
track.
get hooked? Was he hooked on crack while playing
He
basketball?
wasn't hooked on
I don't
crack.
know if he
That nigga
was or
just
not.
doing coke.
No, I thought he was doing
No,
crack.
he did crack.
Damn, he was doing crack.
Yeah.
Because that's when he
Damn.
went. He had the medical emergency at the.
Yeah, it might have
Bunny
been
Ranch.
after his playing career, or maybe towards the end of his playing
That's
career.
why he was
'Cause like I said,
balling
when
like that.
Lamar was probably a top 30 player in the league.
Yeah, that was a good pickup for the Lakers.
Yeah.
That was a very good pickup for the
That
Lakers.
nigga be like,
He left-handed. He could dribble. He's like
Pass me the
6'8",
ball.
6'7", whatever, how tall he was.
And he was long, yeah.
Yeah, Lamar
he
was,
had that length.
Yeah, Lamar's that dude, man.
Yeah.
People got to put respect on Lamar.
I wonder which drug dealer has his championship rings.
El Chapo or that nigga
curious.
probably pawned that shit.
Just
grab a
curious.
rebound.
I'll take the money for it. Just give me the ring.
Oh man, I was gonna talk about this Nvidia developing a robot, an AI, using AI to help develop robots so they can learn human language a little bit better.
Here we go.
Man, they about to have the codes
Skynet,
in no time.
Full Metal Alchemist.
You want humanoid robots, man? They on the
Akira.
horizon. I'm not lying, bro. I will buy one if I can afford it.
Where's you gonna have like Alice
That
from?
shit gonna-
Have y'all seen
the
it yet?
Jetsons
Have
or
y'all
whatever
seen the
name is?
robot yet?
That nigga gonna be
I've
sitting
seen
in
a
the
couple.
corner
I
of
don't know
your
which
room.
robot.
Have
they're
you seen
referring
the
to.
humanoid robot?
The ones that like talk and move and answer your questions.
Yeah, like the Tesla
yeah,
robot.
I've seen some. Yeah,
Well, I seen. I
Ex
was
Machina.
in Hawaii. I seen
Yep.
a humanoid robot.
Damn.
I
What'd
wonder
she say
can it
to
take
you?
a punch?
It didn't move or anything. They
Oh.
just had it on display.
I mean,
I should have asked how much
that
it
stuff
was.
is the future, man. Somehow, some way, it is the future.
I mean, if they can develop them things to like clean up your house, be a maid for one low price, like,
hopefully.
I'm
but
with it.
it's just when they start making weapons out of them is when it's gonna get.
Well,
kinda
yeah, that's
scary.
gonna happen.
I don't get it. I feel like humanity is forever trying to make everything easy.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to keep going forwards to where we don't have to lift a damn thing, and I feel like that's gonna be our demise.
That's the. I feel like that's a good business strategy. People don't have time between work and kids and engagements. You don't have time
Right.
to do things yourself. That's why you call a mechanic, or that's why you
Yeah.
call somebody else to do it. And so this is just another way to help with our busy schedules. And I think we're busy by design. Like we are kept busy by, we work 40-hour weeks. We get 48 hours off. And that's if you work corporate. If you work in retail, a 40-hour week is a lie because you're doing overtime. You working on weekends. You don't
Yeah.
have that much free time to
You're
yourself.
doing a lot.
You got 48 hours to yourself to get what you need done, and you have to earn your paid time off to get what you need done. So having a robot at the crib to clean the crib is like a genius idea. Or having, of course they're going to weaponize it. I remember I was still living with my mom. It had to be like 2008. And I remember watching on TV the development of super soldier fits for soldiers to help carry 2 times their weight.
Oh, the exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton
Yeah.
suits. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna use this shit to inflict punishment upon other people, but there's also gonna be benefits for us.
Yeah.
I'm not one to believe that robots can take over the world. I just don't believe something that you program can get a mind of its own and literally put you hostage. Like
Shit.
it's a fucking machine. Unplug it.
That deep fake shit killing niggas too.
What's
Where,
that?
Like they making these AI like I can make an AI image of James like FaceTiming somebody.
Oh yeah, but humans are behind all of this.
Yeah.
Like the robot ain't making the AI. The human is being like the human. I always feel like the human element is always gonna be important in robotics, and that's why even like I just don't have the mind to think that they can take anything over.
Yeah.
I just don't.
We will see.
yeah.
Siri know everything about me already. All we gotta do is give her a body.
They might be able to rob you,
I can see that.
but kill you. If a robot kill you, bro, I'm talking shit about you at your funeral. Like, how you let that nigga get you, bro? He can't even
What? The robot's strong as hell, nigga.
You see
Them
our
niggas ain't-
robot?
Yeah, they ain't got no
on,
emotion either. They gonna kill you.
They
Have
not
a nice
moving
day
like that.
type shit.
Nah, not in our generation.
I'm still gonna investigate the murder. Like, man, how you let this bitch ass nigga get you, bro?
And then he gonna kill your ass.
Nah,
Yeah, he already know you investigating because he gonna know your algorithm.
No.
Too nosy.
Because by that time, I'm gonna be on my 10-4 hash shit. I ain't gonna have none of this shit.
I feel you off the grid for real,
Have me a
nigga.
97 Windows Mac DOS or some bullshit.
Yeah,
Yo,
get that Windows 7.
did y'all have anything in politics?
Yeah, I had a few things. So RFK Jr., the independent candidate this year, he chose his VP.
Ooh,
She is I had it pulled up.
some chick.
Man, independent party ain't never gonna win, but he making some noise.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Yeah,
What he promising?
Them stimmies.
nah,
take
he ain't probably. I don't think anybody gonna give us no more stimmies.
What he promising?
Nothing. He just kind of like a realist, kind of like how Trump was when Trump first came out the first time, where ain't nobody owned him. He just speaking real shit from the top of his brain. He talk about how them vaccines was some bullshit, so you might like him for that.
He definitely voting for him.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't voting for him because of that.
But so he reminds me of like Trump, just a little tougher.
Okay.
How you gonna out Trump? You can't out Trump. But go ahead, my
That sound
friend.
like a good rap line. How you going out Trump?
Damn, man, what is her role? Okay, Nicole Shanahan. She is a co-founder of Google.
She sound black.
Nah, she white.
Sound like an offensive coordinator. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
too.
But he gonna pick her to be the VP.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't think she gonna get anywhere or he gonna get anywhere. But shit, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might go vote for him just for fun.
What's going on in the presidential race right now? Nothing new.
Nothing new. Waiting for Trump to pick his VP candidate, but it'll probably be like after the primary because the primary is still going on. Even though we know he's gonna win, he still got to go through all the states and they all got to vote.
Pick.
Yeah, I wonder who he's gonna pick too. I'm thinking gonna go with a black guy. I think he can go Tim
I'm
Scott.
going with Snoop
it's Candace
Doggy
Owens?
Dog.
Ooh, I would love to see Candace Owens and Trump, but I don't know if they'll get along.
That's
I'm
true.
going with
That's true.
that nigga over there. He's gonna be.
Ain't no better to call Candace a nigga.
He's gonna be my vice president.
I was listening to Candace Owens' interview. You right, man. I don't think she will get along. Although she's like this person who loves Trump, or that's how they paint her in the media.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
She's a strong personality. I don't think
Yeah.
she would deal with Trump shit too long.
Speaking of Candace Owens,
Yeah.
Candace Owens is on the Breakfast Club, man. It was a good interview. It's a good interview.
Yeah. I
It's
want
good to
her Umar got to do it now. They got to get together.
my mom was
If
talking
Umar
about-
would let her talk, I feel like Umar might try to like. I don't know. I feel like they both would try to out-educate each other instead of talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like I know
yeah.
more stats than you know, because they
Well-
both rattle off them stats.
I think Candace does a great job with guiding conversations to where they don't become screaming or yelling matches. Because she'll tell you, I mean, she's done it before in previous interviews. Well, she'll just say, hey, you want to let me have the floor? You want to let me speak? And, she'll highlight the
Oh,
disrespect.
sorry, my sister. Go ahead.
Yeah, she'll highlight the disrespect, so they'll just shut the hell up, and then she'll say her piece. I think it would be an interesting conversation, but at some point, Candace may walk all over him.
Oh, definitely. She would expose him for it. I mean, I like Umar, but it's sometimes where he just be saying stuff, and as long as you got like a mind that would believe it, then he'll suck you in.
Candace misses
like
me.
saying stuff like what?
But he'll just like make up something, and niggas and black people would be like, oh yeah, he right about that. I
Like
mean,
the grit money thing?
yeah, something like that,
okay.
something
Okay,
outrageous like that. And but people would think that is gospel. Like somebody would go to the barbershop and be like, man, he was right about that grit money, bro.
You know what? I think the same thing. I think the same thing could happen with Candace if we took the time to really look into her. One of the things is she don't connect with our culture because of how the media paints her.
She doesn't want to.
Yeah, that's what my mom
She claims
was saying.
she wants to. She claims she is of our culture.
She said she was
She
pandering
probably
to the
is.
black folk.
She got a black dad, like she said.
That's why I say, man, if she want to be a part of us, you want us to support you, bring the bump curl back. You got to bring the bump curl with the finger waves on the
She's not ethnic
side.
enough for you.
I
She
feel
gotta
like
do
as
that.
a public figure, if you want me to think you're for my community, you would have to lose the white husband. Now, I get it. Love who you want to love. I ain't saying you can't love who you want to love, but once you put yourself as this person who is for the community, you cannot be for the community if you're not representing the community fully. Like, one thing black people are all about is like what we see. Representation matters. It matters a lot. It mattered a lot that Barack Obama had a black wife. That mattered. Like, you don't think it matters.
That's why we don't fuck with Kamala.
That's what exactly. That shit matters because it matters to our children. They need to see black men with black women. It just matters in a way that I don't think that people understand. And I'm not saying you can't love who you want to love, but when you become this mouthpiece for a community, it's important how you present. It's important how a president presents. It's important how a CEO presents. We even talked about the guy who was gay that was running for president. What's he gonna do because he needs a wife? Like, even the country realized, like,
Pete Buttigieg.
even the country realizes it's important how you present. So I think it's important how Candace presents.
But what about people like Jesse Owens? Like, people go hard for Jesse Owens, but he had a white wife too, didn't he? Or was she black?
Jesse Owens.
The light-skinned
The
brother?
light skin guy.
Was she white or black, his wife?
Show me Jesse Owens.
I think his name was Jesse Owens. He was light-skinned dude from Grey's Anatomy that was going on BET giving all the speeches.
I know who you're talking about.
Was his wife black or white?
I don't know. I know exactly with the gray eyes. I thought his wife was black.
Maybe so.
He got a black wife.
I thought he was.
I don't
I thought his
know.
wife was black.
I feel like it's a lot
the
of
actor-
like celebrities that go hard for like black this, black that, but then you look at them and they married to a white woman.
But the most influential ones are your LeBron Jameses.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, your most influential ones are gonna have that representation. Like, I wouldn't even say Dr. Umar was influential. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think when it comes to like that voice for black people, I don't think that exists at this point in time. Because you got people like Sean King, but not everybody follow not Sean King. You got Tariq Nasheed, but not everybody follow that.
Yeah.
You got 19 Keys, not everybody follow that. We're so divided right now. We don't have a Martin and a Malcolm. We ain't got that.
Because at one point, because sometimes I think it becomes like they start to profit off of it, and that's when you start to not take them serious.
That's when you stop taking it serious. And it's Jesse Williams that
Jesse
you're thinking
Williams.
of.
Yeah, his name is.
He got a black wife. Or he I know he got a
He-
divorce.
You said he has a what?
I know he got a divorce.
He was married to a black wife.
Okay.
But yeah, you're right. They did get a divorce. I was gonna say, going back to, you mentioned something in regards to, you can't help who you love. So the question that was asked of her by Charlemagne, because I think he kind of highlighted the same thing that you're saying. It is important for us to see, for the community that you are advocating for, to see that you have, you believe in that black love so much so that you have a black husband. I think that would stand well for her. I also understand, you're right. Love who you love. She says she doesn't see color in regards of, the person, her person that she chose. What I did not care for, which I would like for her to maybe articulate with some clarity or expand on, is she said that she was more so concerned with somebody matching her intellect because her mind is so different. And her mind, she's like, I'm all over the place. I'm always thinking. And so it was like, I found somebody that matched my intellect. But it's like how she kind of left it open. Are you saying that there were no black men that were able to match your intellect? Are you saying that you were not able to find that in the men that you were dating? Like, you just, did you immediately go to this man that looks nothing like you or your daddy and say, I align with him because he's brilliant? Like,
Yeah.
You right. She should.
I mean,
like,
especially in
touch
the
up on
circles she's running, she probably ran into some intellectual black men that's
Yeah.
into the stuff she into.
that. Yeah.
But I don't think she ever grew up around black people like
Yeah,
that.
it
Like, I
didn't
think
sound
she's
like
always been integrated within like that white community.
Right.
It didn't sound like it.
Which makes it a little bit hard to connect. But,
True. But the stuff she says sometimes, just like Umar, the stuff they say sometimes, it makes sense. And yeah, we do blindly follow whatever the media tell us to follow. Majority of us do.
But give us something. You know what I'm saying? Like, my gripe with all them niggas is like, yeah, that sound good, but give niggas something. Like, y'all don't understand. Like,
What, like go research this if you don't believe me?
well,
Like that?
The thing is, these new niggas do a lot of talking, right?
Yeah.
And they do a lot of discrediting of people who actually got up out the bed and did some work. They don't like Obama. They try to shit on King. They try to shit on Malcolm. Like, these niggas be trying to go back and shit on niggas who got out the bed, hit them streets out there, and at the time did something that other black people be like, yo, you tripping. I'm not sitting in there with you. Yo, you tripping. I'm not going up there saying, I got a job. This white man paid me good money to feed my family. You want me to almost lose that for some niggas I don't even know? Mm-hmm. Y'all niggas is getting in front of cameras on the internet. Y'all niggas have gained this popularity from the internet, and y'all talking a lot of shit because you read a lot of fucking books. But which one of you niggas been outside and in these communities with these people? Like, that's what I really want to know.
That's true, not many.
Who been on the ground to see what's really going on? You could talk all day about the welfare numbers and, you know what I'm saying? I hear her talking about niggas love the free check. Well, guess what? We've worked ourselves into a place in society where we need that free check. The pandemic didn't hurt niggas no more than we was already hurt. It just put more hurt on top of niggas. We at a point where we need that free check. The man ain't in the home no more. Yeah, it may have started there, but the niggas ain't in the home no more because niggas is wilding now. Like, it ain't what you keep trying to reference from the 50s. Well, this is when it started. It's deep rooted. Well, how do we fix the problem? Because now it ain't even about that no more. He ain't in the home not so you can get the check. Wow. He just ain't in the home because he ain't fucking with you and them kids no more. So this is a different problem. Y'all keep talking about shit, but y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about because y'all not in the community. Y'all got money. Y'all ain't in the community. I can tell y'all not in the community. Y'all too busy to go be in the community.
I don't even know where Umar lives.
Damn, Bishop.
Like, I can't remember the last, like, bro, I had to remember I was far removed. I can't remember the last time I was in the community on the block seeing some shit.
LaSalle.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I
wasn't on LaSalle.
You gotta know, like, to know what those people need, to know why this shit is still happening. It starts with the groundwork. And honestly, you can shit on Obama, you can shit on all them guys, but them guys went outside, they seen the need, and they tried their best to fill it in the way they thought would help their people. But you guys getting behind the mic and just talking shit and going and the stats are great.
Killing them stats. They would know them stats like the back of their hand.
I can stat you out about some niggas on some basketball or some baseball or some football. But somebody might not have the stats of one person, but if you ever watch them play, it's important. The eye test is everything. Go to the neighborhood. Talk to the women and children that receive WIC. Since she loved talking about WIC and welfare. Talk to I was a WIC recipient. My daughter was a WIC recipient. We needed
shout out
that.
to the government. Appreciate
that, man.
Appreciate
like,
that infomercial, baby.
Everybody's situation ain't because of what you saying, it's because of. Like, sometimes the situation is because niggas is just young having kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talk about the education system. What are you doing to fix it?
Nothing.
Do you even know what they teach in the class? You telling me, but do you know? You know what I'm saying? And how do you fix it? And then what are the solutions? Y'all go back and forth arguing about what's best for black people, but let's talk about a solution. Let's get solution based. I'm done with the debates about if niggas only did this, they not. They buying Jordans. Now what? What do we do?
Right.
What we do? Because niggas like Jordans.
100, bruh.
Damn, Bishop.
Niggas like Jordans. Like, so now what? You gonna keep telling them to stop buying? No, we buying them. Now what we do? Now help us out. Hey, I'm buying this, I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. I'm smoking weed, I'm getting this, but help. So how do we fix the problem, sir?
But I gotta give niggas a Jordan credit once a month and get everybody vote.
Yeah, how do we fix the problem? Like, tell me how to fix the problem. Don't keep talking about. That's all they do. Umar, talk about the problem. See what they doing and what they doing. Well, what you doing?
They're not educating our young brothers and
what
sisters.
you doing, Candace, besides fucking this
Ain't
white
nothing
man?
a white teacher can teach my kids.
He building a school.
What?
That's cool.
Hey.
He still building it. He doing that shit by himself.
Cause
that's why it's taking so long.
Show me what you doing, man. That's
all
all
out
I
there
got
with
to
a
say,
$30
man.
Target toolbox. Doing HVAC.
I'm gonna tell you real quick. You don't need a fancy school to educate people. You don't.
Nah, you don't.
I've watched.
You don't need a fancy education to be smart.
No. But I've watched enough seen documentaries, watched content of how people go to Africa and they get a house, like a little hut, They start educating kids, man. They just, hey, come here, let me teach you some shit. These are white people.
Shout out to Mr. Beast.
So of course we already know what they doing. You know, hey, you know, let me teach you about colonization and what we just did to your people. But anyway, you don't need a fancy school and a gymnasium, all this shit. You want to teach some kids, go get licensed, you yourself, and go find some kids and get them enrolled and start teaching them yourself.
That is true. He definitely got the money for that.
You gotta start somewhere, but to me, it sounds like you taking the grip money and putting it in your pocket.
Ooh.
No different than what Black Lives Matter did, man. Like,
yeah, shout out to Black Lives Matter for taking my damn money for that T-shirt, you sons of bitches.
If you want to help somebody, like Candace be right in what you're saying, but you just making content and having conversations, sweetie. So I'm not mad at you and your views, but you make content and you have conversations. Like, what are you doing? What do you do? What do you do? Our heroes aren't on TV, black people. Like, you know your heroes in your community. There's people around, like, if Kenneth would have never made it on TV, he's somebody's hero in somebody's community. Like, those are real heroes.
You talking about
Candace
Kenneth.
Owens,
I
remember
Clay.
when she first came out, I ain't like her like that. But then, like, these last couple of years, she started making sense to me somehow. I was like, what the fuck?
Because black people like that shit. It's salacious. We love celebrity. But when I don't like that type of celebrity because you just talking. What are you doing? Like, I like my celebrities to be defined. You do music. You do acting. You do sports. But when you call yourself a civil rights leader, I don't need to see you on my TV every day doing interviews and speeches and on my IG Live. To me, you just another celebrity. So just be a celebrity. Just be that.
I mean, she is at this point.
Yeah, and that's what you are. But, like, man, come on, man. You don't really care about us, dog. You just like talking about a problem because people like to talk about problems, and talking about problems is the number one piece of content. That's why relationship podcasts are so great, because they don't provide any help. They just keep going back and forth on the same subjects all the time. That's why they're the number one podcast. We love to talk about our problems.
If they was real, they bring couples up there and they would go through the counseling with the couples on live podcast.
Yep.
Can you imagine Candace Owens on Betas Ford somewhere?
She would hate it.
She would go.
What the fuck is going on? What's her husband's name?
I don't even know, some white thing.
She talking about they giving
Brandon.
She said they giving niggas more. Like, she was like, they giving y'all more government assistance. I'm like, man, some people need that shit. She's talking about they making you lazy. I'm like, dog, everybody that received that shit ain't lazy. That is a misconception, and it's a fucked up misconception.
Because they point out the people that misuse it.
Yes, but that, you know what percentage of people that is? And I'm gonna be real with you. There are white people who have funds, who know how to get over on the government to get the same assistance. I've seen it.
And Indians.
So it's not a black thing. I think that's something I said on this podcast before. Sometimes it's just, you got poor people who know how to get over. And black people don't make up the majority of fucking poor people. We just don't. Like most of America is in the Midwest, and we don't live out there. So who you think is poor in Montana? Who you think is poor in Idaho? Who you think is poor in West Virginia? Who you think is poor in fucking Iowa? Like, it ain't us. Like, stop with the bullshit.
Brandon, they have $2 generals.
Talking about they get handed out stimmies and they made you more lazy. Like, come on, Charlamagne, you really letting her say this shit on the radio?
He probably don't know no better. He removed from the community too.
So
I mean, he be in the community. I give him that.
They incentivize niggas not to get jobs. Man, niggas want jobs. What are you talking about?
We were the workers. What do they call it? Contingent
Essential
workers.
Yeah, like,
essential.
yeah. Most niggas went out and got a job during that time. Like, shit,
Yeah.
they need people. I'm going out there.
You gotta stop, bro. You good?
Huh?
None.
But yeah, that's all I had on that. I mean, Candace is cool, but I mean, I don't like none of them niggas. I'm gonna be honest. I really personally don't care for none of them niggas. I like to listen to them talk, but they not doing shit. They
I
just
don't like to listen
talking.
to them talk.
They entertain me.
They make
I
like,
love pulling funny clips from a Dr. Umar video.
and it's good for a
what's the
barbershop
mighty
debate.
midget?
Like, this is good barbershop debate content. Like, I'm gonna take this to the barbershop and have an argument. like, you know what I'm saying, something to fight about if you like to, you know, have a discussion or whatever. But anyway,
And Just Hilarious got to work on her craft a little bit.
boy, she be silent as fuck during them whole interviews. Goddamn.
I get it. It's stuff that she probably not familiar with right now, but I think if she keep, you know, sharpening the iron, she'll get better at it.
Yeah.
But she do good when it's like Instagram people or celebrities or black celebrities up there. But like when those political people get up there, she not really.
She be
You can
quiet.
tell she out of her element.
She be like, she has that question queued up, her 2-3 little questions.
Yeah.
And they be so like baseline.
Yeah, it'd be like when you interview somebody and you in high school and you get to interview a Hornets player.
It's like Charlamagne be doing all this in-depth conversation. She's like, tell me about a time you had to deal with a difficult situation.
Yeah,
Candace.
like she don't really know how to set up her questions yet with those type of people. But like I said, she'll get there. They've been doing it for 10
Forever,
plus years, and
Yeah.
she just got into it.
And they real good at it. They real good at it.
Yeah,
They real
even
good at
Envy do his thing too.
Yeah, he do. That's really all I have for the show, man. Y'all got anything for Content Corner, or I'm the only one to know?
I didn't have anything for Content
I
Quarter.
think it's just you.
My
All
back
right,
hurt.
man.
Anybody out there got Township? Hit me up, man. I'm a mayor on Township on my phone. I've been killing it. My crops is thriving. My co-op, one of the best co-ops in the game. You want to?
What you doing for the community?
Johnny should be.
Man, well, you know, I'm always on the message board seeing what my co-op needs. It's like,
Okay.
oh, okay, I got some corn. I got you.
Y'all got a community garden?
Huh? No, we ain't got a community
Well,
garden.
y'all ain't shit.
I'm gonna have some us four. I'm gonna bring y'all some of my vegetables this year. Y'all be ready, bruh. Organic, you know what I'm saying? I don't put no pesticides on my shit.
That's
Okay.
what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I done put eggshells in the soil all winter.
What you
Okay,
stop to get the
okay.
bugs off?
So my grandma gave me this. It's like a vinegar and water solution. You just kind of spray it. Yeah, spray it on there.
Okay.
All right. This
White
is,
vinegar, not apple cider, because that's kind of sweet and that attracts more bugs.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Although I killed most of my fruit flies with apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, 'cause they're
Oh yeah,
attracted to
you're
it.
right. Yeah. All right, man. This is real quick, man. I thought this was funny. It's an interview, and it's a snippet of an interview, well cut. You guys will get it once you hear it.
Okay.
My brother used to break in our house and steal the TV.
But now he's dead.
Your brother?
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. He was talking about his brother being a drug addict, man. So he's
fuck.
Yeah.
so overdosing, man. Shout out to that, man. Real quick, man. We keep forgetting to do this segment every week, but man, my sleeper picks. I have some sleeper picks. I never get to these sleeper picks for content for y'all to watch during the week.
okay.
But I've been watching Breaking Bad. That's not a sleeper. But I had watched this shit called Bitcon. Watch
watch
Bitcon.
Bitcon.
It's
That's
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix, right?
Yes, that's a good ass doc.
Yeah.
And I watched one more thing.
Shiba Inu.
What is my other shit? Y'all stupid.
Hey man, fuck them niggas, man.
Hold on, I gotta.
Niggas owe me $100K. Motherfuckers.
Nigga put in 30 cents talking about he supposed to get $100K investment
I
in
never
return.
forget
Him on
day.
that shit.
Oh, and the Darnell Rawlings special, A New Day.
Oh,
Check
was
that
pretty
joint
good.
out.
Check
shit's
that joint
really
out.
good. Yeah,
I heard Cat Williams got a Netflix special coming.
I hope so.
That's what I heard.
Off the
I wanna
strength.
see
I wonder how much they gave him.
it. Yo, and watch X-Men 97. What else? Y'all got any sleepers? Anything? Niggas need to watch?
Nah, but I did want to say RIP to Jessica Petway.
yeah, I heard about
She's the beauty, fashion, lifestyle YouTube influencer. I think she started in like 2013, but she passed away recently, age 36, due to a misdiagnosis. She had stage 3 cervical cancer.
Terrible.
Any advice for ladies out there when they're going to get their fibroids, if they are having fibroids? So this, because this could have been. I feel like this could have been prevented. This young lady's life could have been saved.
She would have had a much better chance had they caught it early. One, you should be going to see a gynecologist annually. I know it's not comfortable, ladies. I know you don't like it, but if you can bust it wide open, and even if you're not busting it wide open, get on that table and let them do
But
their
don't
5
they
minutes
like
of work.
take a piece of your vagina out of you?
No. What the
Oh,
hell?
I heard that I like.
Look at what we think.
No.
So,
So,
okay, good.
if
Good. I
they're
heard that shit
doing,
painful.
Go in like aliens.
No. So a pap smear, essentially, they use a tool to expand to get to, get a visual opening.
Maybe
I'm
that's
not
what
going to make it too
thinking of,
graphic.
Like it hurts.
So that they can scrape the inner side. So they'll run
Oh, I see
various
how you got
tests
that. I see how you-
yeah,
to make sure, that
Coochie
you are
sidewall.
clear for some things. If you go to an oncologist, which is what she eventually did do, they take a sample of the fibroid, because fibroids are essentially just benign tumors. They just there.
Just no anesthesia.
Bill this code 145.
They don't necessarily bother you. For some women, they may not bother you if they're small, but as they get bigger, they can become a problem up to the point of required hysterectomy, which I know some women have had to do.
Oh yeah, I know a few people that got a hysterectomy. Wow, okay.
It's just more prominent in non-Hispanic Black
I
women.
like Listerine.
Or they
So-
can do, or they can laser remove those. Am I right?
They can do
You
a laser
instead of doing a hysterectomy, get a laser.
They'll do, yeah. It's another procedure. I know two people that did that.
I just wanted to make sure. I just got
Yeah. Nigga was happy he learned something. So no, they can do a procedure. I don't recall the name at this moment, but they do a procedure where they will go in and laser cut the blood flow to the fibroids, because essentially that's what it is. It's receiving blood flow to whatever. So they'll remove it, cut the blood flow for the bigger ones. I know two people that have had that done. It did not work. They ended up just having a hysterectomy.
Got it.
So
So that was for our 4 women listeners.
I'm about to say we
Yeah.
just gained 2 women listeners now. Clip that up. They gonna think we talk about this all the time.
Yeah. Oh, they do women's sexual health. Like,
So
this is great.
I would say, ladies, just go get your stuff checked, and if you believe you're not being listened to, find somebody else that's gonna listen to you.
All right, man. And that has been episode 296 of the Kick Shit Podcast on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Google Play, iHeartRadio. Final thoughts.
I ain't got nothing for you, man.
I ain't got no
You ain't
time.
got nothing, Johnny?
I got pee.
Oh, okay. Well,
Why is it always Daquan? Why they don't ever do Nyquan?